till I get some more people in the chat. One of the things I like to do is play that good old, that blues. It's just something about the music. It's something about when you sit back and you just vibing. You know, you in your own space. You in your own element. No one can take you out of that. I'm live on YouTube, live on Rumble. I had to go live and put this out. Shout out to my man, OK Rick, doing amazing things. If you haven't already, please go to his channel, subscribe, like, and share. Go to my channel, subscribe, like, and share this video. For those chiming in, put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know you here. Without further ado, let me just say this. The news media had all y'all fooled. With this whole presidential election, I repeat, the news media had y'all fooled. Just like COVID-19 had a lot of people fooled. You don't know what I'm talking about? Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Let's get this work.
All right, y'all. Listen, let me be one of the first black women that was a part of the 92 or the 93% that voted for Kamala to come out and just say it.
Shout out to Ocean Spray. Got my cranberry juice. Just want to throw that out there. Let's get it.
I regret voting for Kamala. I really do. I regret voting for her. Already into Trump's presidency, not even a full month, and this man has already secured borders. He's already signing bills that are taking place, that are uplifting this country. Me not doing my history and really, being investigative and seeing all the things that Trump has done, and now having an eye-opener and really looking at this man and seeing exactly how this man works has really put something on my heart. And I don't know what I was thinking.
It's okay. It's okay. No shade, no shame. I'm not going to sit up there and disrespect you. And there's a larger number of men and women out there that are like this sister right here. We don't, here at the King's Table, we don't have no color lines. We all one. Okay? Shout out to my law enforcement. Shout out to my military. Whether you active or inactive. Shout out to you. To all the patriots. Shout out to those that have served but have transitioned. Shout out to those that have served and is retired. Same thing with my law enforcement. giving out that love. And that's really what it's about. Because we in some times right now. We are in some times right now. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to get good. It's going to get better. But we got to go through that worst side right now. Let's go on ahead and continue.
Going in there voting for Kamala in the first place. I'm glad of the results. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Trump is in there. But me being so lost and participating into the whole Kamala run, and now taking a step back, looking at how this president here is really running things, and it hasn't even been a whole month, is something that I do think about. So, I advise people that are in the Democratic Party, myself, to do your research. Really do your research, okay? Because I can definitely say that as a black woman, a part of the 93%, I made an error. I can admit that. I can take accountability and admit that.
Wow. That's how we're going to start the show. We got some big things in this bad boy. Biggest scandal. There it is, y'all. Told y'all. More people are speaking out every single day. Lifelong Democrats, liberals. They won't ever probably vote for a Democrat again. Abandon the ship. They've walked out, left the party. That brings us to the main part of this video. Another major scandal. Election interference. Frauds. Cheating. And even wasted billions of dollars and still lost. With your paid actors, your celebrities.
All of this stuff. Everything. That's what I've been telling you. Your boy Big Truck been telling you. You have to look into things instead of looking at things. And now look. Look at what's being exposed. Left, right, left. You'll see it. Check it out.
I tell you. Your fake news, fake headlines, your bias reporting, your fear mongering. Still lost in a landslide. Check this out.
Kamala Harris spin and then using them in Google ads. So the trick was, we'll make it like an ad and we'll reframe the headline so that when you're searching, maybe you see the spot and you read the headline, but maybe you don't understand that it's actually sponsored by the campaign. Show it, guys. Here we go. So this involved what? They cited CNN, NPR, Reuters, Associated Press, The Guardian a lot. And you would see this as you were going through your internet search. And, well, that's cheating.
Wow, it is.
Let me just say this. When you were going through your internet search, when you were listening to the news media, they were saying that Kamala Harris and Trump were like neck and neck. They were neck and neck. Kamala Harris had so many votes over Trump. Smoking mirrors, man. Your boy Big Truck cannot be making this shit up. It was done right in front of your face. Paid. If Kamala Harris was winning, why would they pay black celebrities to come speak to blacks? Tell me that. If that was the case, why do they have to send Michelle Obama and Barack Obama to come speak to specifically black men? Come on now. Let me cough and take some of my cranberry juice. What y'all think about that? Now, fake news. Peep game.
This is really, and I should also point out that Google says that there was a glitch in their system that meant that some of
There was a glitch in the system, huh? Yeah, it was a glitch. Google, it was a glitch, Google. Oh, man. You just can't make this up, man. You just can't make this up.
It had nothing to do with no damn glitch. She was paid. She paid them to make it look like she was winning. Paid them to make it look like she was that one. She was doing it. No, she didn't do it fair and square. Trump did it fair and square. That's it, that's all. He did it fair and square. The lies that they tell, the lies that the other side will tell you. That's why they ashes is crashing out. They crashing out. They don't know what the fuck to do.
But hey, conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts. Drag those conservatives through the mud. Drag us through the mud. We were right about fish. We were right about that. We called it out. All this cheating, fake news, fake headlines, bias reporting, fear mongering. Yeah.
You want to keep something from a black person, put it in the book. You want to hide something from a black woman, give her $1. Paraphrase on all of that. What the news media doesn't want you to know. But they shame internet news because internet news was coming with facts.
They did all this misinformation. And look where it got them. Look where it got them. And now we just keep winning. Let's jump in.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
She said it was Wednesday and it was Tuesday. Couldn't get a sentence out. Word salads, word spaghettis. Drunk as hell. Drunk the entire time. She was drunk.
She couldn't even, you ask her a question, she would never give you a direct answer. Peep game. She would never give you a direct answer. She'd never look you in the face. Leaving popsicle sticks on stage. Not shaving. Ice cream sprinkles on the car seats. I mean, just out of control. Trash cans need to be taken out. Your nails and your perm need to be did. It's not done. But yet, you sit up there and shame those for doing their research. And the thing that got me was, the insulting thing that got me was, not just we had to hear that same damn speech about you and your sister growing up in this damn house. Getting tired of hearing that. But of how the black political puppets were shaming the black men because they stood on business, because they did their research, because they look into things instead of looking at things. And I've noticed that the black women that voted for Trump They didn't really go in on them. But when they found out it was a large number of black men that voted for Trump, oh my gosh. Acting like they stole something. But it wasn't just blacks. Other races chimed in too and voted for Trump. Democratic Party crashing out, kicking over cans, socking the walls, crashing out, throwing things at each other, throwing temper tantrums, stomping their feet with their fists balled up.
She drunk the entire inventory. DEI, drunk entire inventory. Didn't earn it. You know, I just, you just can't make this up, man. And I really struggle to understand how half of the other side of the nation trusted these people. It still just blows my mind, you know. But now you see those people that trusted them, and on the other side, now you see them speaking out, and they're going viral with these videos. Oh, I love what Trump is doing now. I regret voting for Kamala. I regret it. Now you see these videos are going everywhere. People are switching parties. People are walking out, abandoning the ship. Lifelong Democrats, liberals, having a change of heart all of a sudden. I wonder why.
You may not agree with him on a lot of things, but one thing that I believe that we all can agree on, he ran this country like a business. Not only that, but look at what he's doing now, and we're in February. Ain't no way in hell Kamala Harris would have done this. She wouldn't. I'm going to tell her like it is. She wouldn't.
But this is the biggest scandal in election history. We got to jump into this.
And if that means widespread lying and misinformation, and that's especially true during election times, Democrats don't want to get elected running a good campaign or running with good policy decisions. No, instead they much prefer a different tactic, just blatantly lying and making stuff up. And well, that exact fact is now coming to light, as Kamala Harris's presidential campaign team just got freaking exposed, as it turns out they were running a massive ad scam campaign with Google ads. I guess that's where most of the $2 billion went. Allegedly, they were fabricating fake news headlines and then placing them on websites like the Associated Press and Reuters, disguising these ads to look like legit news articles, essentially pushing outright lies all over the internet on big news websites. Fake headlines pushing stuff like Trump wanting a nationwide abortion ban to scare low-information voters. Well, it's all coming to light, and actually Google responded, and you guys aren't going to believe what their excuse is here. They're calling it a glitch. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look at this report. This popped up on my timeline, posted by the amusing...
A fucking glitch. Seriously? Really? Really? Like, folk just supposed to believe that? Nah, a large number of folk been right all along. They've already peeped the manuscript. You think people are stupid? Well, you have some that are, but, you know, there's a large number that are not. There's a large number that will sit up there and take the time to do the research, take the time to read the room, take the time to ask the right questions, take the time to sit back and observe and report. Let's continue.
account on X, take a look.
Axios reporting the campaign is giving real news articles a pro-Kamala Harris spin and then using them in Google ads. So the trick was, we'll make it like an ad and we'll reframe the headline so that when you're searching, maybe you see the spot and you read the headline, but maybe you don't understand that it's actually sponsored by the campaign. Show it, guys. Here we go. So this involved what? They cited CNN, NPR, Reuters, Associated Press, The Guardian a lot. And you would see this as you were going through your internet search. And, well, that's cheating.
Wow, it is. You know, this is really, and I should also point out that Google says that there was a glitch in their system that meant that some of the sort of barriers that they try to put into.
You knew what the fuck you was doing. You did that shit. Just like how my ex destroyed our marriage. She knew what the hell she was doing. Kamala Harris knew what the hell she was doing. They didn't think everybody else was going to catch on to what the hell they was doing. But they did. Now they asses is running like a pup with their tail tuck. We on. We on. Big truck gonna give it to you with no chaser. Let's continue.
To make it clear what this is weren't working. Oops. I wonder if it was true for other campaigns as well. We don't know that yet, but they say they're looking into that. But just as an example, so this is a Guardian headline. VP Harris fights abortion bans. Harris defends reproductive freedom. Well, those things are true. That's a factual statement. That's something that she backs and supports. But then they have a description under the headline. So you know how there's a headline when you read a news story, then there's an under headline that you read in the news story. But it says this: VP Harris is a champion for reproductive freedom and will stop Trump's abortion bans. So the second line in what looks like a news story is actually a campaign slogan, a campaign statement. And, we all look at so much information, take in so many things so quickly throughout the day, right? This is very subtle, very manipulative. And in a moment when you also have a stepped up threat from Iran trying to get their bots into all of this and influence people in ways that are very subtle and difficult to figure.
It's just like as my dad always says, the berry punch, taking the berry punch. How they had a large number of individuals scared. The way to control a person is to keep you in fear. So if I can keep you in fear, I got you. Got you by the nutsacks. Now I can do whatever I want to you. To me, that's wrong. Stop lying to the people. Start telling the truth. Keep it a buck with the people. You got men and women, children, households, and so forth, and a third. Keep it a buck with them. But we get it. You pushing your agenda. Now it's clear what the agenda is. People crashing out. Oh, you didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman. So, what policies do she have? What is she going to do for the people? She had none. Trump told you what he was going to do for the people. Trump is out there in the trenches. Now, run tell that.
Out. This is something that I think requires a lot of diligence on the part of people who are looking for this information.
And Google says it's just what? They got one by the goalie?
Yeah, Google says, well, there was a glitch. There's supposed to be more disclosure that this is an ad, a campaign ad.
So what, the millions of dollars going to Reuters from USAID and what I think or what I suspect as bribes, apparently that wasn't enough? Apparently, Democrats also had to hijack their website content too? What an utter disgrace. It's unbelievable. The same group that goes on and on about election interference and misinformation being spread online that affects our elections. The exact same people who are going on and on about this, seemingly in the last election engaged in the biggest election manipulation and misinformation campaign.
Hold up. I gotta get this. I gotta get this off my brain. So many people that adopted the mask wearing thing. Soon as a person coughs or sneezes, oh my God. Let's be clear. If any of y'all don't know who Carrie Mullis is, Carrie Mullis, he's the individual who created the PCR test machine. He said it himself. My machine cannot detect if a person has COVID or not. Listen, keep it a buck with you. After he made that statement in an interview, he mysteriously transitioned, paraphrasing. Then it comes to find out that Bill Gates and the CEO of Pfizer are like good friends, that this goes back to 2017. How did he know? Who tipped him off? He told you what was going to happen. What's to come back in 2017. It's flu season. Individuals are going to get naturally sick during flu season. Pay attention. Wake up, people. Shit's being shown and done to you right in front of your face. Look at some of these movies. Ding. The music industry. Ding. Entertainment. Ding. But I will say this. Big ups to the men and women that are waking up. Bless up to all of those that are getting it, that are seeing it, that are catching it, that are not backing down, but standing for all things and standing for what is right. Let's continue to feast.
In American history. I mean, just think about the level of deceptiveness to put these fake news headlines on actual news outlets in an effort to trick people into voting for them. Nothing but lies and, of course, the same fear-mongering tactics that we've grown accustomed to. Probably scathing headlines popping up talking about Donald Trump wanting to ban abortion nationwide and ban IVF, which, of course, is something that didn't exactly age well, considering Trump just announced this.
A short while ago, President Trump signed three items. The first is an executive order relating to the affordability and availability of in vitro fertilization and other fertility treatments. These are treatments that have become unaffordable for many Americans, or have been unaffordable for many Americans. And the executive order is a directive to the Domestic Policy Council to examine ways to make IVF and other fertility treatments more affordable for more Americans.
But of course, none of that mattered. The only thing that really mattered, the only thing that ever matters to Democrats, is attaining power. How they get there, not so relevant. And the response that we're getting from Google, I mean, totally inadequate. It was a glitch in the system, really. I mean, come on. Anybody who's dealt with these ad platforms knows exactly how stringent they are, especially on a massive campaign like this. The Kamala...
Is it making sense now? Are the dots starting to connect? Bless up to all those that tuned in tonight on YouTube and Rumble. I had to get this word out. I had to get this. This was passed on to me. Shout out to my man K Spade for sending me this. I had to do this one. Everything is getting exposed. We in February. Look how much has been exposed from Elon Musk to Trump, right? But then because certain people are not looking into things, they take certain things and run 8 miles with it. Then they go on social media with that bullshit. And they put it out there in the universe. Then other people start gravitating to it. Instead of, wait a minute, let me look at why he's saying what he's saying. Not knowing that people been stealing money. They've been stealing money and putting it into the hands of the wrong people. Now look at the receipts. Paraphrasing. So in order to get down to the bottom of it, certain things we're going to have to put a halt on until it gets figured out, till it gets sorted out, then normal operations. That's a simple way that I can explain it. Like, for real though.
Campaign probably spent millions. And we know that Google micromanages every pixel of their ad system, but we're just supposed to believe that they accidentally, through a glitch, let a presidential campaign run and publish fake news headlines without anybody noticing or putting a stop to it? It's totally unbelievable. And at the end, we always come full circle with this stuff. It brings us right back to the exact same point that the Democrat machine just simply cannot win organically. They have to play these sorts of games.
I know this doesn't surprise any of you guys, man. We called this out I don't know how many times, man. You know, but conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts. Drag those conservatives through the mud. Drag MAGA through the mud. Come to find out, we were right. Feels good to be on the winning side, and we just keep winning. We called out the corruption. Our president called out the corruption.
And he's just getting started. In 2025, many individuals are going to be exposed for the shit that they do and say. We're going to call that thing out. Then we're going to see how really real you are. This is just the beginning. There's no beginning, there's no end. We're going to keep going.
He called out fake news, the bias reporting, the fear mongering, that he received 90% negative coverage. Nobody's been treated the way President Trump has been treated. Very unfair.
Because they know what he's going to do. They know that he's going to expose their ass. They know. They can't pay Trump off. How you going to pay off somebody who has their own money? How you going to pay off somebody that already has status? Say and do anything to discredit this man's character. All the negative that they put out there into the news media. For what? And look what's being exposed. Look what's being exposed right now. Yeah, whatever.
This is one big reason why they lost and why they beat themselves.
They're just such out-of-touch elitists who cannot organically grow a grassroots movement. I mean, at this point, I think they're so disconnected from the average American, I don't even think they understand what organic grassroots culture really even is. Just look at this Pete Buttigieg clip where he's sitting down for a panel discussion trying to figure out how the left can penetrate right-wing spaces, like the tradwife spaces on TikTok.
But what I'm really worried about are the people who are not watching CNN or Fox and who are...
I'm worried about that too.
A lot of folks aren't looking for political content, but it's finding them. And it's finding them wrapped up in a lot of cultural stuff. You could be on parenting Instagram and you're getting this trad wife stuff with a little politics inflected into it, or Rogan or the rest of it. And I think we really need to be much smarter about taking this conversation to places where it's not reaching folks.
It's so telling how disconnected they are. This guy actually thinks that you could manufacture support with Act Blue money. Just pay shills like Harry Sisson, I guess, and it'll all work out. I mean, what's the next strategy? Dressing Harry Sisson up like a trad wife and trying to penetrate the market? It's totally forced, and that's why all this leftist propaganda and everything they push always either needs two things. It needs to be totally deceptive, or it needs massive corporate sponsorship and media manipulation just to stay afloat. How do we penetrate this market? How do we penetrate this culture? That's not the way it works. It's an organic grassroots cultural movement for a reason, because it's grounded in ideas, not fundraising and ad spend and Democrat strategic marketing, otherwise known as fake news misinformation campaigns. The reality is the left is totally lost in the arena of ideas. And I think that...
And not only that, as I begin to close, I'm not going to keep y'all long. We continue to dive into things. We continue to do our research. We continue to look into things instead of at things. Stop believing the news media and taking something that they say and running with it without researching it for yourself. That's just like the word of Yah. He says, stop listening to man. Read my word for yourself so that you can get a good understanding over standing. Stop listening to what man say and start listening to what Yah say. That's it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Until then, and only then, go live your best life ever. It's your boy Big Truck. I'm gone. One.